All right, here's something you hear often in the home industry, and that is that kitchens and bathrooms sell a house. They are certainly the most used rooms and the ones buyers look to for updates and upgrades. And there are a few ways to do that. Today we're looking into the organization aspect of it all with owner of Shelfgenie of Columbus, Michael Saunders, and his client, Virginia Golan, who's also a realtor. So thank you both for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
All right, Michael, so as the owner of Shelfgenie, we talk about kind of what you can do for a client, but what is your goal when you go into anybody's home?
Our main goal when we go into a home is to identify what their pain points are and eliminate them.
You're like a doctor, right? The Shelfgenie doctor.
Yeah.
Find the pain point and eliminate it. I like
Yes.
it. Okay, so what led you to Virginia?
Well, Virginia and I have been friends for years now, and when I started the business, like many of my clients, she had a pantry that was driving her crazy.
Okay.
So we went out and took care of her pantry for her.
So Virginia, was there an issue that you had? Did you know how bad your pantry was? Because I like to tell Michael I didn't realize how bad it was until he pointed out how bad it was, and now it drives me crazy. Was that the same for you?
Well, I knew it was an issue, but not how big of an issue it was until my glide outs were installed, and I was
Okay.
amazed at the amount of food and storage I had in those compared to those little white wire racks that were in my pantry. So it really made the kitchen, it also created space in other cabinets. So
Okay,
it was
yeah.
really interesting. It just created so much more space by doing the pantry.
By doing the pantry, it kind of opened everything else
It
up.
did.
And I mentioned that you're a realtor, so you see a lot of houses, and you see them in many, different variations, let's say. So what are the top complaints that maybe a buyer would have when they go in and look at a home about the kitchen and the bath?
Storage is huge, and it being functional. One of the things that the process I went through with Mike is when he came to my house, he said, we went through my whole kitchen. We did my pantry first, and we'll continue to do things. But he went through the whole kitchen and said, what drives you nuts? What don't you have room for? And identified the problems that I had just the way my kitchen stood. I mean, I didn't get it all ready for him.
Right.
And he could identify, this is how we can fix this and make more room there. And so for a buyer, knowing that a kitchen's going to accommodate everything you need is huge, and a bathroom as well.
And that's a thing, Michael, as she mentions, you asked her what's driving you nuts. I mean, you get to know what people need and use their kitchen for. You kind of dig a little deeper than people might think.
Yeah, there is no cookie cutter kitchen. It's about the client. It's about how they use the kitchen, the items they have, how they cook, what they cook. It's all about them and making it work for them, not making it work for me or somebody else.
And Virginia, how can that help when somebody is looking at buying a home and there's something installed like Shelfgenie, which is a very customized product? What does that do for the appeal of a home?
Oh, the saleability of a home, it does tremendous things. Because oftentimes a buyer will find 2 or 3 homes that they like, and they can't decide which one they like better. And it's things like Shelfgenie being installed that can make them go that direction. So it really can help sell a home. In addition to that, I have clients who don't want to leave. They feel like they have to leave their homes because of a health or an aging issue. And Shelfgenie can come in and make things so much more accessible. They can actually age in place, which is also a huge benefit.
Yeah, and that's important to note, Michael, because it is a lot about accessibility, not just organization.
Yes.
And so you're talking to anybody out there who can't reach something, can't get to something, right?
Yeah, I mean, we can bring it out to their fingertips.
And tell us kind of about the products. We hear the glide out shelves. What else are you able to do for folks?
I mean, glide out shelves is our main product, but we do everything from, we've talked about pantries, cabinet pantries, closet pantries, kitchen cabinets. We have new drawer boxes. A lot of people, lately it seems like we've done a lot where people have their drawers that they pull out, well, they're broken or something's wrong with them. We're going in and putting new drawer boxes behind there. And here's the key with our drawer boxes. They pull all the way out. No more banging your knuckles trying to get into the back of that drawer. And we take care of all those issues.
And Virginia, any advice for somebody maybe on the edge saying, I don't know if I want to, put this into my home, if maybe I am just going to sell it or something like that? Any advice for somebody in that situation?
Yes, I would absolutely say what you need to do is give Mike a call, have him come out and do a consultation with him. Let him show you what he has to offer and go over the costs and all that so that you can make an educated decision.
Okay, definitely. And Michael, it is as simple as giving you a call, right?
All they have to do is give us a call. My call center will line them up with one of our great designers in Columbus and Cincinnati and get out there to take a look at things for them.
All right. right, it is that simple. Thank you guys both for being here.
Thanks for having us.